Hi, I'm Becky with ILC Travel Outfitters, and I wanted to share something from the heart today. We have our missionaries out there serving, or they're in their home MTC, or they're reassigned missions. Either way, they're called to the work. The church has come out with a statement talking about these reassigned missions. As they're out there in their reassignments, they're letting us know that once they're scheduled for travel, meaning that the travel is opened, they're going to go to, I'm going to use that term, the real mission. Now, mind you, that real mission, they're called to the work. So either one is their real mission. But this is how it's going to happen. Once they're scheduled for travel, mission offices will notify the missionaries out there serving, who will then share their itineraries with us as moms and dads, letting them know when they're going. We've already seen it for Africa, for Taiwan. They knew within days, and then they were gone. So why am I sharing this? As a place that helps a lot of missionaries get ready for bugs, water, all those things, many people are saying, I'll wait to prepare. I'll wait to wrap my head around what Kenya's going to be like, or the Philippines, and maybe it's not even going to happen. What I would encourage you is to prepare as soon as that mission call comes. The other one thing I wanted to mention is about, I have a son serving in New York, Syracuse. This is a letter from his mission president that came 2 days ago. He mentioned, and this is from a mission president, as to the protocol they take into perspective with everything going on with this pandemic. For example, the state of New York has some of the strictest government regulations related to COVID-19 in the entire United States. These executive orders and laws are changing constantly, and so we change with them. The state of New York calls our mission office regularly to follow up on our missionaries and their requirements under law. Now, that lets us know that as many of us as moms, sorry dads, I'm going to say this as moms because we take that mother role a little serious. We kind of tend to get together and say, oh, but if you're going here, but maybe mine is, I want you to know that everyone is so unique, but every state, every country, will be handled a little different. So they're currently, the first phase is isolation. That phase is complete, just like as you know, is complete quarantine, complete isolation. Their particular area was from the month of March to July. They are now in phase 1. Phase 1 means that it allows us to do some infrequent in-person gatherings for district councils, zone conferences, and church. Missionaries are also able to do some in-person teaching in the church. What he is also telling us as parents is that the gathering of Israel is happening in this environment. Last week, the mission found 244 friends to teach. That's amazing in 1 week by this phase 1. This phase 1 is all within, just like what I said. It's a lot to do with, they're not in person, they're on their phones, they're doing Zoom, doing Facebook, all those different things. He quotes Elder Orson F. Whitney, all that we suffer and all that we endure, especially when we endure it patiently, builds up our characters, purifies our hearts, expands our souls, and makes us more tender and charitable. It is through sorrow and suffering, toil and tribulation that we gain the education that we've come here to acquire. Our missionaries right now are being prepared for what the world has for them. And in closing, I wanted to share something, a little excerpt this week from this missionary that I talk about. So you've heard from the mission president, you've heard from the church, and now from the missionary. This is how it's done. Basically, at the beginning of the week, Elder Meekum looked at our finding goal for the week and was like, nah. So instead of trying to find 4, we went for 25. We started off and things were just lining up. By the 3rd day, we were at almost 15 friends. We just kept going with it, teaching like crazy, utilizing every minute of the day. There was this one time where we had 15 minutes in the car before a lesson. We just started calling our Facebook friends like crazy. In those 15 minutes, we picked up 4 people. Now remember, these are friends. They're just picking up a phone like you're calling a friend. Let's go! We ended up picking up a small 35 for the week. Not too shabby. For all the missionaries that are reading this, I'm telling you, Facebook hits different. He commented at the end, "Oh, how I wish when I hear all the pain and all the afflictions around me that I could just get them to turn to Christ, to read the scriptures, to pray every day. Our friend has been super depressed lately and is just being hammered on every side, bills coming out of his ears. We had to call our 18-year-old friend. Her dad's in jail. Her mom basically leaves first thing in the morning and comes home right at night, and she's in charge of the family. We could just see in their face just a broken soul. This is a promise from a prophet. Turn to Christ. Turn to the scriptures and feel his power in your life. These friends of ours have one solution to their issues. It's him. These things I wanted to share with you because as you've been called from your Father in heaven to do the work, to start today for all of the mission, the entire mission. That includes the reassignment, the home MTC, as well as the final mission assignment. Because just like you heard, you're going to find out in the mission field what that reassignment is, and then you will let your family know back home. And then you'll be there. From New York to Tanzania, Africa, you're called to the work. Thank you. Come see us.